Good morning, guys. I just woke up, had a good night's rest. I needed that. So, I was, doing my Bible study and I decided to journal and I thought that I should share with you guys my thoughts. Guys, there's like two chickens next door, a male and a female. And I believe the one that's constantly screaming is the female. Why are we like this? Why are we always making noise? Like, is she summoning the other one for some like I don't get it. Like, come fuck me. Like really, like every day. I don't get it. I don't. Yeah. You. I'm joking. But so I'm big on journaling these days. Well, I've always been big on journaling. The reason why I kind of stopped is because on many occasions, let's say maybe I moved or like I'm traveling, a lot of the times I would get this fear that someone would come across my diary because I go really deep and intimate with my thoughts and what's happening in my life. So I always have this weird fear that like someone will come across my diary and read it. Oh my gosh, my privacy. And that has happened. And I had to contact the person that I know had access to it. I had to ask him, so where's that journal? He's like, nah, don't worry about it. I burned it. In my head, the first thing I thought was, why did you burn it? Why did you probably read it and you saw how intense it was? You had to burn it. But anyway, I've always been a fan of journaling. Sometimes when we don't have any other channels to pour our energies into, the best thing for me is taking a pen and writing my feelings. If not that, painting. I just like expressing myself through ways of like art or whatever just to get to clear my head because it does get full. I'm not gonna cap. I ain't gonna cap. My head does get very full. So I decided to draft this list, and the reason why I drafted this list is because it's a conversation I was having with myself, and I wanted to figure out what is the key to obtaining this. So ways to be happy. Funny but sad story. I was recording, but the mic was not working. After I was done recording, I decided to get my lashes done, as you can tell. Uh-huh. And then I am now sitting in my bed trying to edit the video, and I realize that there's no sound. Now I have to record again. So if you're wondering why does she have lashes here, but she didn't have lashes in the first clip, it's because the first clip there was no audio. Don't make me regret buying you. Ways to be happy. Dot dot dot. I think. Number one. Stop trying to find logic in everything. Not everything needs to make sense. Sometimes things happen because they had to happen. Attaching spiritual or emotional meaning to everything silently drains you. Sometimes we tend to complicate things trying to find the meaning behind stuff, you know, maybe as a way to justify why it happened, to make sense of it all. I find that sometimes trying to make sense of it all is the very same thing that stresses me out. Like, I used to think to myself, okay, if I try to make sense of things and I overthink and I try to find why this happened, I'm calming my brain down. No, sometimes just let things be. That business venture wasn't successful. Okay, it was not meant to be. Oh, this particular person decided to act goofy. Okay, let it be. Don't try to be like, oh, maybe spiritually or nah. Stop trying to find logic in everything. Sometimes the color is red because the color is red. Not because Mr. Whitey had an affair with Pinky Pinky and then somehow red was born. No, stop trying to find logic in everything. And number two, stop taking life seriously. For me, that means not getting angry when it doesn't pan out the way I envisioned it. Take it as a redirection or protection. I mean, self explanatory. Sometimes we embark on different ventures in our lives. And I don't know about you guys, but I always had this vision that at this particular age, at this particular time, this is where I'm going to be, or this is what I'm going to obtain, or whatever, whatever, whatever. And for the life of me, things just don't always go out as you thought they would, or as you planned. And I have found Uguti, the things that never worked out when I wanted them to work out was actually a protection for me. It could have been physical, spiritual, emotional, financial. And Jay, that thing didn't work out because somehow God was shielding me and protecting me. And sometimes it could be a redirection. I'll make a quick story. So, about a week ago, I went to a business owner to go buy hair. And when I got there, he didn't entertain me. He didn't serve me. He was focused on his client. And mind you, I wasn't even there to install. I was just there to buy a wig and leave. He took his time, waited for about an hour, only for him to come back from his storage and say, "Sorry, I don't have the hair." I left that salon in tears. I felt as though, how could this happen to me? Maybe my aura, there's something off with my aura. Why would he treat me this way? I sat in the salon for so long only to not even find what I came for. I find 2 days later, my mom and I decide to go to town. Bam. Not only do I see the wig that I've been looking for, a lower price. A lower price. And that's when it dawned on me. Sometimes we need to stop taking life seriously and place it in God's hand. As a matter of fact, it reminds me of the Bible study that I did this morning. I'd like to revert to it quickly so that you guys can get my point of view. So, the verse that caught my eye in relation to this is Psalms 23. Jehovah is my shepherd, I shall lack nothing. In grassy pastures, he makes me lie down. By well watered resting places, he conducts me. Notice what the writer adds in verse 4. Even though I walk in the valley of deep shadow, I fear nothing bad, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff are the things that comfort me. In that moment, when I spotted the wig that I was looking for, and it was in a lower price, and it was even prettier than how I had envisioned, that's when I knew that sometimes we need to allow God to work in our favor. We need to stop trying to have control all the time. And so we need to stop looking at rejection, looking at unfortunate situations as rejection. His wig was probably going to be overpriced, I know this, and not as good as a quality. You feel me? So I had to go through that disappointing moment in order for me to get something better. So I remembered the importance of placing my trust and faith in God. I know someone might think, what does God have to do with the wig? But I see Him in everything in my life. It's not only spiritual things that He communicates with me, it's in a lot of things. I have a very close relationship with my Almighty Creator, Jehovah. He responds expeditiously to my problems, and that's why I have so much faith in him. So I also think he had something to do with this wig thing. That guy was definitely going to overcharge me because he's a well-known salon owner. Point number 3. Learn to laugh at yourself instead of viewing your imperfections as a defect. I naturally overthink, and that sometimes rips me off my joy. I need to poke fun at the way my brain is wired. So that's another way that I think that a person can obtain happiness. Learning to laugh at yourself, like, hey, mara mina ngiyahlanyaz. Hey, mara, I'm overly dramatic. Hey, I'm crazy. Whatever. Like, not taking yourself too seriously and overly analyzing your imperfections. Oh, I'm an overthink. I've got insecurity issues. I've got trust issues. Oh my god. Life is too short to just be so hard on yourself all the time. Sometimes just laugh at yourself. Just laugh at the little errors you make. I also believe that the one of the most intricate things that makes someone different, unique, is the things that make them a little bit weird and quirky. I'm not saying that you need to make fun of yourself. You need to make other people happy and laugh at your own expense. Okay? There's this post I saw not so long ago. This is a dark skinned woman, okay? And she's like, yeah. So it's a video of her dancing, and her caption is, yeah, I might be ugly, but you can never say I can't dress. I can dress. When I saw that, I was so saddened. It's almost as though she wanted to beat the online bullies to the punch. She made fun and dissed herself so that they wouldn't. That's not what I mean when I say learn to laugh at yourself instead of viewing your imperfections as a defect. First of all, she was not even ugly. But unfortunately, we live in a society where colorism is a thing, especially in the black community. So she felt the need to poke herself, make fun of herself first, before someone could comment on it. That's not what I mean. And last point, find beauty in the uncomfortable situations and address them internally. Let's make an example. As someone who's really good when it comes to self-introspection, and I take my therapy sessions very seriously, I pay a lot for them, so I have to. I've realized that there's so many childhood traumas that I've not dealt with that have somehow molded this young, gorgeous woman that I am, that unfortunately possesses trust issues, a tad bit of insecurities, and right. So me finding beauty in the uncomfortable situations would be me acknowledging the little unhealed girl inside of me instead of dismissing her and pretending as though she does not exist. Because sometimes we tend to do that. Oh no, I'm fine. I don't have a problem. Me jealous? What? Me trust issues? No way. I'm easygoing. I'm chilled. No. I think part of the process of acquiring happiness is acknowledging that, hey, I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect. So now that you've acknowledged that, hey, listen, I'm not perfect, I have trust issues. How do I address them? Obviously, I need to figure out ways to eradicate that problem so that it does not affect my relationships and it does not destroy me in the long run. Whereas I ruin my relationships, my connections because of certain issues within myself that I never dealt with. Keep in mind, I said address them internally. You don't have to tell everyone everything about yourself, your struggles, and what you're doing about it to combat them. It's your personal business. It's your personal journey. Listen, people are going through a lot, eh? Not that nobody cares, but people are going through a lot. There's just certain details that you should just leave out. Because you and I both know that there's so much going on in the world. People are dealing with their own issues. Have some bits of your life that are private and intricate and that you are dealing with them yourself and not involving other people. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah. So yeah, we've come to the end of this list. Stop trying to find logic in everything. Stop taking life seriously. Learn to laugh at yourself instead of viewing your imperfections as a defect. Find beauty in the uncomfortable situations and address them internally. This was a personal note to myself. And I'm hoping that whoever's watching this video can relate to a certain extent. And, find something relatable that you can also apply in your life. And, not taking life seriously doesn't mean being a clown and a fool and ignoring red flags. No. It just simply means not getting upset when things just don't go our way. And not have this thing, oh, God or the universe has a hidden agenda against me. It didn't work out. It wasn't my time. Maybe trust and believe in divine timing and it shall happen. Thank you so much for watching this video. Do not forget to subscribe, comment, and if you found something that you think someone would relate to, don't forget to share as well. Till next time.